ABL Hoopla with Dale Clarke and Monique Bowley.
The inbound pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it! That's the Cleveland Cavaliers! Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line. Overtime. Barkley for three! Oh, no!
Won't start until it's touched. They'll have to throw it up. Garher, turnaround, shot in the air. It's good! It's tied again!
Here's Pilkington, the shot for the win for South, misses, rims out, falls to Kosmider, he puts it up, and in! The Panthers win!
Oh, Dale.
That's how they called it, Mons.
That was unbelievable.
Up with the great buzzer beaters of all time. Hello everyone and welcome to ABL Hoopla. A big weekend of basketball. Daniel Kosmider again hitting a game winner for South.
Clutch.
He hit a game winner to hit South, the Panthers into the finals early this season.
And another one bites the dust! North are out.
The Rockets, defending champs, gone.
Everyone was talking about the top three being untouchable, and then here they are, the Panthers, clawing their way in. Will they go all the way now, though, Dale? That's the question.
Well, they're going to hit a brick wall in Norwood this week at the prelim final. I'll tell you, Mars will be the place to be this Saturday night. The Flames and the Panthers, they've got the loudest crowds going around, so it's going to be chaotic in that stadium.
It will be. I wonder if there'll be fights and everything, I reckon.
Oh, well, it'll be standing room only, that's for sure. Tell me about the girls' game on Saturday night, Monique. Your Sturt girls cruised into the grand final.
Yeah, we did, actually. I don't know what else to say, but it was a very hard-fought game, and you can certainly never take North lightly. They're a quality side, but we had all the answers on the night, but we had the home court advantage as well, you've got to remember. So, you know, the grand final's a different game because we're both playing at the Dome, so it's going to be neutral ground. So we'll wait and see who we've got.
Yeah, North or Norwood. Now, we'll get onto the details of the Forestville and Norwood doubleheader in the moment. They both played each other in the men's and women's.
Yes, but first we've got a very special guest all the way from Poland. We're both pretty interested to hear his thoughts on South Seasons. Damian Scanlon, welcome to ABL Hoopla.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you along, Scans. Now, for those unaware, Damian's a long-time player with South, and after being an unstoppable scorer last year, took this season off to travel a bit. Somehow the Panthers have snuck into the finals without him. Damian, have you been just dying to pull on the blue and white this year?
Mate, yeah, it's been tough watching the results the last few weeks. I've tried to sort of stay away from it as much as possible just to, I suppose, stay away from the heartbreak of missing out on the games. But the last few weeks I've obviously been getting numerous drunken phone calls from my teammates just explaining the happenings of the last couple of weeks. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy for the boys, that's for sure.
What time are those phone calls coming through Poland time?
Oh, it's actually not too bad because it's sort of coming in through mid-afternoon my time, so, you know, I'm not asleep or anything like that. I'm actually awake, so it's not too bad.
So you have been of keeping in touch with the players?
Yeah, I've been speaking. Well, I mean, obviously I speak to the old fella, Kosmider, a fair bit, and he keeps me up to date on what's happening with the boys. But, yeah, I speak to him every now and then. But, yeah, as I said, mainly when they're calling from probably leaving the Stag or something like that after a Saturday night win.
Are you playing it all over there?
To be honest, mate, I picked up a basketball for the first time last week in over a year, and had a bit of a shoot around with some mates, and yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I definitely haven't forgotten how to shoot it, but I wouldn't say that as many of them were going in.
I want to know, do you have a message for the team? You must have some sort of inspirational message for them.
Do I have an inspirational message?
Yeah, they're all tuning in.
Oh, that's a tough question. I'd probably have to say for the boys, when they're lining up listening to that national anthem, to remember that there's one player that's never played in men's senior finals but has played 19 seasons with the club and would probably give anything to be in their position. Is that inspirational enough?
That's very nice, yeah. Tingles down the spine. I'm not even a Panther.
So they're going to line up on the anthem and just think about you having beers in Poland.
I'm not going to be having beers. I'll be probably, I don't know, sitting at work or something when the game's happening.
Well, they got the live stats now on centralabl.com, so maybe you can follow the game live. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, on the website.
Wow.
Play by play.
Wow. Oh my God, that's unbelievable.
Well, Damian, we better not keep much more of your Polish time.
Yeah, when will we see you back on the Pine in Australia?
Back on the Pine, I'd probably say that'll be happening without sounding too much like a rhymer in 2009.
Cool.
Very good. A lot to look forward to then for ABL fans. Thanks heaps for your time, Scans.
Good luck to the boys. Go the Panthers.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
There it is. Well, 2009, that'll be another boost for the Panthers. If he goes there, who knows, he might come back and suit up somewhere else. Now, back onto the other games, and wasn't it awesome to see a packed house at Wayville on Sunday?
Yeah, it was great, and a very well-behaved crowd. Yeah, it was a really interesting game, I thought. Forestville held a huge lead over Norwood really early, and then they sort of watched it dwindle away at the hands of Todd Matthews.
Superstar Todd Matthews.
Yeah, but they, Forestville, just a class act, managed to hang on, and they're straight through to the GF.
Yep. In the women's, it was, as always, guess who? Jess Foley dominated again. She scored 14 in the last quarter as Norwood knocked Forestville out. So both Forestville in the women's and North in the men's, both out in straight sets. They had the double chance and they're gone. Moving on, we've got the weekly slam or sham. The slam
has to go to Kosmider.
Yeah, no points for guessing that one.
Unbelievable. That's the kind of thing you dream of when you're a kid.
Especially given that South hadn't made the final since 1999. Kosmider was close to retiring 2 years ago. They should make a movie about it, Monique.
Oh, they should.
Maybe we should.
Be a tearjerker. And the sham of the week, I say the scheduling this week.
Yep.
Both games at the same time. Who to choose? Where to go?
Yeah, I mean, double header was what the fans want. Maybe even stagger the times, but no, they're both at 7:30, so they're both going to be rippers. It's Norwood and South at Mars.
That will be an absolute scorcher.
And the women's prelim, North Adelaide against
North.
Norwood. So, yeah, Norwood fans are going to be split. I don't know where they're going to go. I'm going to go to the men's game, though, because I think South could be making history.
All right, well, make sure you get out there. Go and see one.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
And we'll talk to you next week for the grand final preview.